children, in the last video we studied about the deforestation, okay, and we continued with the consequences of deforestation. In that we studied about the reason for what deforestation have happened, and then we studied about the global warming. Okay, then we continued with desertification. Am I right? Okay, in this video we are going to continue with the consequences of deforestation, and then let's start with the conservation of forest and wildlife. Okay, see, uh, again, deforestation, it leads to the decrease in water holding capacity of the soil. Okay, there should be certain amount of humidity, moisture in the soil. This will be lost if there is deforestation. Okay, the movement of water from the soil to the ground will be reduced. Groundwater will be reduced because there won't be enough infiltration. Is that clear? So this result in the flood. Okay, and what happened, the other physical property like content of the soil, nutrient content of the soil, texture of the soil are also being disturbed because of deforestation. Is that clear, children? See, deforestation leads to decrease in the water holding capacity of the soil. Okay, and also it reduces the rate of infiltration, because of which the soil nutrients and the nutrient content and the texture of the soil will be differing. Okay, and animals is also affected because of deforestation. Okay, not only the plants, there are animals are disturbed because of deforestation. Okay, children, and we have to conserve this. We have to preserve the living being which is there in the forest area, which is nothing but the conservation of forest and wildlife. Okay, we have to protect them, we have to conserve them. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to protect the wildlife, plants and animals. We have to save them, okay, in their own biological diversity. Okay, so there are variety of living being living in the earth. Okay, they have their own interrelationship with each other, and also they have relationship with the environment. So our biosphere is the right place for the living being to survive. So what we have to do, we have to protect the living being, the plants and the animals in their own biosphere. Is that clear, children? And children, see, there are places surrounding us which act as bioreserve, or which act as the biodiversity or biological diversity, where we can find varieties of plants and animals. Okay, for example, if we take Western Ghats, Eastern Ghats, Himalayan peak. Okay, see, we say, I used to study, okay, that Eastern Ghats and Western Ghats meet at Dotabetta. There is a hill in Ooty. Okay, there is a hill station in Ooty, namely Dotabetta. That is a place where Eastern Ghats and Western Ghats meet. Okay, this area of Eastern Ghats and Western Ghats are covered with forest. Okay, and proper education should be given to the forest guide, and also to the people living in that surrounding, so that they'll be preserving the living being from being disturbed, so that it will become our national heritage. Okay, children, so we have to preserve our living being from being disturbed. Okay, so that we can maintain our national heritage. Okay, and children, government should frame its own rules, methods and policies to protect and conserve the wildlife. What we have to do, I mean, we means government has to do, they have to frame their own rules and regulations, methods and policies, so that we can protect and conserve the living being through the wildlife sanctuaries, national parks and biosphere reserve, so that the living organism in that area will be preserved. Okay, So faunas and floras can be preserved in their own area through the biosphere preserve. Okay, and these protected area is called as wildlife sanctuaries. Okay, or national park or biosphere reserve. Okay, and we can we can carry on with our plantation, cultivation, grazing. All this can be protected in this area. Okay, I mean it can be like see we can avoid the cultivation, we can avoid the plantation, we can avoid the grazing of animals. Okay, we can avoid falling down of trees, hunting and poaching can be protected in these areas, so we call it as protected area. Okay, so we are going to see three different headings. One is wildlife sanctuary. What is meant by wildlife sanctuary means area where animals are protected from any disturbance which occur in them and their habitat. Okay, it is an area where wildlife can be protected, wildlife and animals can be protected without disturbing them, and we can protect them in their own habitat. Okay, national park is the area reserved to reserved for the wildlife so that they can live freely. Okay, and biosphere reserve is it's a large area, protected area, which is used for the conservation of wildlife, plants, and animals. Is that clear, children? See, three different topics are there: wildlife sanctuary, national park, and biosphere reserve. Wildlife sanctuary where animals can be protected without disturbing them. National park, again, wildlife can be protected without disturbing them with their natural resource. Okay, and biosphere reserve, not only fauna, even flora can be protected. Is that clear, children? Okay, bye.